Hey there, and welcome to Retirement Reimagined. I'm Tiffany Nyiri, Senior Living Specialist, and this is the podcast where we flip the script on senior living. Whether you're a retiree ready to take on a new adventure or just curious about how to make the most of your golden years, you're in the right place. Join me and our amazing expert guests as we dive into everything from hitting the road in an RV, getting your financial ducks in a row, exploring the perks of a reverse mortgage, or just figuring out how to link that smartphone to your car. We're here to inspire, inform, and give you practical tips to live your best retired life. So buckle up, tune in, and let's reimagine what retirement can truly be. Welcome, everybody. We have Dawn Brinkley from Legal Shield, and this is so important to the people that are planning on retiring and or have already retired. There's something for everyone in Dawn's portfolio. So I'm going to let Dawn introduce herself, let us know a little bit about what she does and how long she's been in the business.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Tiffany, for having me. I love being here. I love talking about our services. Again, my name is Dawn Brinkley, and I am a Legal Shield associate specializing in estate planning and small business and commercial driving. We have plans for everybody, but those are my specialties. I am a full service agent, so I'm able to protect people all over, as well as identity theft protection. I've been in the business for about 7 years. My background is a registered nurse. I've been a registered nurse for about 38 years in the um, hospice department. So I've been a community health, going to people's homes and helping them transition over. Uh, for that length of time. I absolutely love it. I love being able to be there for the families and connect and people literally helping them have a good passing, that sort of thing. So it's been my honor and pleasure to be a nurse. And I believe that when I was introduced to Legal Shield, in regards to that, and because I had some life changes happening in my own life about several years back, it really made sense. It resonated with me in regards to protection and empowerment. And so it just spoke to my heart, these services that are affordable and available for everyone in the community. So I really believe that everyone needs these services. And my goal is always to get the word out so people can make an informed decision if they would like them or not. And I love educating. So I love doing one-on-ones and connecting and making appointments so I can just educate.
That's where you and I bond, because I just love one-on-ones, training, educating. I wish more people would raise their hand and go, "Hey, I'm getting ready to retire. What do I need to know?" Because
Right.
there's so much more to it. Even if you
Yes.
don't own a business, even if you don't have a lot of money pushed away, um, you need people around you that can advise.
Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. And especially um with estate planning and estate
Mhm.
planning in regards to wills and trust and that sort of thing. And I often hear people say things like, well, I don't have a lot. I'm basically on a budget. I don't have anything to give. Here's the thing, you guys, because being in the industry that I was in before nursing, you have a trinket. There is a beautiful watch that's been passed down for generations. There is a bracelet. There is a necklace. There is something that you want to leave somebody in the family. So sometimes maybe you have said, I want this necklace or this ring to go to my granddaughter, but you didn't
Mhm.
put it down on paper. So then, and I have seen for years families torn apart because of a fork or a dish. I promise you it happens. Even the
Yeah.
closest of families will be torn apart when grandma or grandpa passes away because there was nothing written down. It is the last love letter that you will ever leave your family. Let them grieve. Don't let them be battling with each other. So, a simple will, and we do those very simply. I help you through that process. We get a simple will done so that you can leave that car that's up on bricks, like right in the garage that you haven't run, but you want to leave that to your grandson. Put
Yes.
that in your will so that everyone's clear you've got that ring that's an heirloom that means nothing to anybody else, but it means something to you that you wanted to pass down to your daughter. Make sure that that's in your will. So it doesn't have to be monetary. But even if it is, say you have $500 in the bank, you want the government to take the $500, or do you want your family to have the $500? And so all of that is important. How do you want your passing to be? What do you want? Who is going to get your dog when you pass away?
That's a big one. That's a big
Okay,
one.
who's going to? Somebody might fight about it. Who do you want to will your pet to? How do you want to be buried? Do you want to be cremated? Do you want, because we do power of attorneys for healthcare and finances and living wills. Do you want to be on tubes while you're in the hospital? I know that when I was battling on my cancer, and I put down that I didn't want a lot of tubes. If the doctor said there's really no hope, pull that plug. That was just me though. I didn't want that to go on. Does your family know, or are they going to, if there's 6 children, and are they all going to be arguing? So this is why estate planning is so important. And I promise you 2 reasons why people typically shy away from it. One, that it can be costly. Ours is extremely affordable, right? We've been around for 53 years. We know what we're doing. Half the cost, less than $500. Okay. Now, with that being said, it's usually cost, but we've taken care of that cost factor. The second thing is that people don't really want to deal with their own mortality, but they just shy away from it. They really think that if they get their estate planning in order, somehow they're going to die. You guys know that is not true. No. And just go ahead and get it done, because it is, once it's done, that relief that you feel that because you've gotten it done, it's just going to be amazing.
And your kids will stop bothering you about it, because kids want you to be organized, so that, because we're hearing things out in the world right now, and we're paying attention to your age. We're paying attention to what you're doing. And it's not that most of us, we're out there trying to get something. We know that money, and even a little bit of money, changes people.
Absolutely.
And it's never in a good way when it's not.
No.
So, yes, it may be uncomfortable, and your kids may have been asking you, hey, do you have a trust? Do you have a will? And it's just because we're hearing the stories about how it does tear apart families. So yes, Dawn, thank you. And yours is reasonable. We're not talking $3,000 to do a will.
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You also mentioned power of attorney. So I do reverse mortgages. And a lot of times we have to have a specific power of attorney if that person is not mentally functioning in a way that they can make financial decisions, and they have to be ironclad.
That's right.
They have to be the right way, done by the right type of people, so that whoever has the power of attorney did it properly when someone was in their right mind.
That's right.
I cannot stress that enough. And of course, when we do close the reverse mortgage, we want there to be a trust. We want there to be a will. We don't want it to go to probate. I'm doing a probate right now. Reverse mortgage probate. I did not do the reverse mortgage, but the daughter is calling me saying, what do I do? Right. And unfortunately, she's getting a lot of mixed, really bad information from attorneys. And I'm like, come on, guys, do better. Do better, be better. Because to stop someone from communicating with their servicer on reverse mortgage is bad. You have to communicate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Anything.
There's no doubt.
Yes. So when you are planning your retirement, or you want to make it ironclad, my mother-in-law knows I want these teeny tiny little salt and pepper shakers. They're totally worthless. Okay. But I want them. Right. And I told my sister-in-law, she looked at them the other day and said, no, those are mine. It's in the will.
Right.
So, yes, it's teeny tiny little things.
It is.
Things that don't have any value, that
but
may
they're
mean
cute.
something.
And you're like, I want that, because it's an emotional attachment.
I saw them and I said, oh, those are so cute. She goes, when I die, you can have them. I said, promise.
But it's got to be in the will.
Yeah.
because somebody else, I promise you, they'll go into the house and it'll be the first thing they take.
Yeah.
Now you've got an attitude with Sue,
Yeah.
right? And we're over some darn salt shakers,
Yeah.
some shake, right? And is it really that serious in breaking up a family? But little things like that will.
And Kim, if you're watching this, sister-in-law, you're not getting them. But if you did happen to take them, it would not ruin our friendship.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go. I love it.
So, yes. So we're talking about estate planning, obviously legal protection, because you're not here once you pass away to say, oh, wait, this is what I meant. My intention was this. Well, your intentions need to be in writing.
All intentions, exactly.
And then I know you touched on identity theft, and this is a big deal right now. Big deal, especially for our seniors too, because they can get infiltrated. And I'm not going to say easier, but the scam artists are very smart.
They're very good.
They're so smart, and they can take your grandson's voice and they can manipulate it. Like, they can do all kinds of wild things. So you listen to your gut, but better yet, identity theft protection.
Absolutely. ID shield. I mean, you need to have a robust identity theft protection, and saying that I pay $5 a month from my bank to have, that's not the same. That is not a true identity theft protection.
Okay.
You want identity theft protection that is monitoring the dark web of all your information, your address, your date of birth, your phone number, your medical ID. You know, people are stealing your medical ID and going into clinics and hospitals with your medical ID and becoming you. Now, do you guys do realize if your blood type is changed on your chart, or you're not a diabetic, but your chart now says that you are, that is life-threatening.
So this is happening, like right now. This is a thing. People taking someone's medical persona.
Correct. We monitor that. All of my stuff is my medical ID is being monitored. My credit cards, my bank accounts, my retirement fund, all of that is being monitored, because if they find any of that information on the dark web, I get a push notification saying this was found on the dark web. And then if your identity is literally stolen, somebody assumes somebody becomes Tiffany, then we have licensed private investigators that you would turn over limited power of attorney to, that do all the legwork. Do you know that if you have to try to restore your own identity, it would take about 600 hours? And do you even know where to begin? I don't even know where to begin.
It's like another job for me.
Who has time for that? I'm able to consult with an investigator. They do all the legwork, and they will do it as long as it takes to restore your identity back to pre-theft status.
Yeah. Okay. And obviously, if we are in our retirement years, or we're just out, having our good time, finally living our life, we just want to be, as, I don't want to say carefree, but we want to be like, I took care of that.
Yes.
I got it.
So it's, and you want to be free, and you want to take that time, because my mom's 84. She's going to be 84 next month. And she says she's gotten calls and scams, right? About, oh, your grandson is in trouble, or what. She was like, She goes, I would have been the first. She loves talking to them because she loves them. She like, no, I know this is a scam. She doesn't say that, but she's funny. Yep. Nope. Let me go ahead and give him a call, right? No, don't give him a call, because I know that they're out there doing this, right? So she calls both my sons and says, you guys are okay? Yes, we're okay, Grandma, right? And so I have to tell her about the phishing issues and emails that I got a phishing scam saying that I owed for our Easy Pass out here, our fast track, that I owed money on the but I looked to see where the email was coming from. It wasn't coming from Fast Track. It was a no nonsense email. And I said, that is not true, but God, it read well. I almost called the number or clicked on the link, and I was going to give them all my information, update my credit card information, knowing darn well that I have auto pay.
And sometimes, again, yes, sometimes that part of our brain is not working because their scam is so good.
Right? They are really good. They're sitting on the couch eating popcorn, hacking into your stuff.
Yes.
They're really good. So you need to have protection. And that's why I like about having the dual plan of legal and identity theft, because if you have a major identity theft crisis, it turns into a legal issue. Like one of our members, somebody, young woman, she was in her 20s, but this can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Walked into her bank to withdraw money, and somebody had been in that bank pretending they were her the day before and withdrew $13,000.
Ooh.
She's like, what are you talking about? I wasn't in here yet. Did you ask them for an ID? She was really upset with the bank. And do you know the bank had the nerve? Because she said, well, you are responsible for putting that money back. You gave my money to a complete stranger. They said, how do we know that you weren't part of the plot? How do we know that you weren't part of the scam? So you got to understand identity theft issues. This is an automatic. You are guilty until
Yes.
proven innocent.
Yes.
How do you prove that you weren't you?
So you have to be on the other side. This is why you need the legal part of it.
That's right. And it took, now between Legal Shield and ID Shield, her money was back, but it took months, but they restored all her money in that account. But so just because you think your money's protected through the FDIC is not true.
Because
The bank refused immediately. They said, no, how do we know that you weren't part of that whole thing?
Wow. Wow. And that could break somebody. That 13,000 might have been,
It
money
would
they
break
were
me.
gonna buy the house, get the apartment they needed, pay the kids' tuition.
She had saved up for that. She had saved that money for years.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, that's a bad situation redeemed by raising your hand, asking questions, getting the protection you need,
Correct.
and getting that full circle
Yeah.
of people in your corner that are going to help you through your retirement.
Absolutely.
Good.
No doubt about it. That's going to save your assets and whatever else that you have. It's
I like
just
that.
great to be
Save
able to
your
pick up a phone.
assets.
Mhm.
Got it.
Pick up a phone. Have resources and protection around you for every aspect. Doesn't have to be expensive, but it sure is worth having it. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Yes. Okay, so we've touched on a couple different things. For our senior community, is there anything else you'd like to add? Maybe from your services that you offer that speaks to some retirees?
No, I pretty much think in regards to retirees, we touched on it. The estate planning, of course, we are able to answer any legal question that you may have. A lot of retirees are still working. They still own businesses. That's why we have business plans for business owners so that you can get questions answered and not receive a bill because you need advice and consultation every day. We have plans for you if you're thinking about, transferring your business. You're getting to the age where, okay, I want to roll it over to somebody else. I want to sell. Then we help with that succession planning. We can help with that as well, right? Very affordably. And so these are just things that you need. We have commercial driver plans for truck drivers. I know, because look, I'm 62. We are not retiring right now, right? We are
62
still
is very
active.
young. Very young.
We are still active in the community. We are business owners. We are people. And so we just want to have you don't count us out. We are that wisdom that young people need, right? We're doing things. We're living our best life. And
Yes.
you want to live that best life with all the protection. So we handle everything that's legal and we do identity theft protection. And you just want to also make sure that you're staying active out there and that you're getting out there and just just be unapologetically you.
Yes. So
Right?
good. And know that if you have a legal question, someone says something to you and you go, I'm going to call my legal line.
That's right. And we have an app. We have two apps on the Legal Shield and ID Shield apps. We always say where you have access to your phone, you have access to your firm.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we're going to have all of the avenues to reach you, social, email, phone, all those good things we're going to have. Closing remarks for anyone or any events coming up or maybe a book release you have in mind. I don't know. A lot of my interviewees are like, I wrote a book. You did?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's tell us.
I haven't gotten that far
I
yet
haven't
with
written
writing
a book either.
But no, hey, just reach out. Call me. Feel free to just pick up the phone. I'm old school.
Yeah.
Just give me, emailing is fine. You can text me is fine, but calling and saying, "Hey, Dawn, let's chat," or I would love some more. I would love to connect with you, and let's schedule an appointment, and I can swing by, or we can meet for coffee, we can meet for lunch, whatever the case may be.
And
I love high communication, high touch. Let's go.
Good. Yes, and COVID had a couple good things that it brought around. Video chat. Almost everybody knows how to video chat now.
Zoom links.
It's so cool because now, I meet with a lot of my seniors via video chat because they don't either drive anymore. They don't want to drive.
Right.
And some of them, are very particular about having people in their home.
Yes.
And I respect that. So, but good. Beautiful information, Dawn. I'm so happy that you agreed to come on the podcast and talk about these things. Mm-hmm. So important. Power of attorney, big. When your family members are healthy, it doesn't
before they start getting neurological diagnoses. Once they're diagnosed with dementia, Alzheimer's, or something like that, it's going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah.
Almost darn near. It's not impossible, but it's going to be extremely difficult. Because now they just got to make sure, the attorney's got to make sure that nothing's going down. I saw a lot of fiduciary abuse when I was a nurse too, where adult children were.
So this is what I'm talking about. There's a power of attorney, and it's called a springing power of attorney. And it does not kick in until 2 doctors confirm that you cannot make financial decisions on your own. Right. So don't think that just because you're giving power of attorney to a family member or a trusted friend, that you are automatically signing away your decision-making abilities.
Correct.
This is for the future.
In the event.
And then there's a process.
Correct.
So you are protected by many different
layers.
Tiers, so to speak. So don't be afraid to reach out, talk to Dawn.
That's right.
And enjoy your retirement. Live your best life.
Yes.
And ask more questions. All right, Dawn, thank you for coming on. Again, Dawn's information is going to be in this podcast. And thank you for tuning in, and have a beautiful day.
Thank you. It was great to be here.
Thanks for tuning in to Retirement Reimagined. I hope today's episode gave you some great tips to elevate your retirement. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you found our discussion helpful, please leave a review. It helps others find the podcast too. Curious about how to unlock new financial opportunities in retirement? I'd love to chat and explore how we can make your golden years even brighter. Until next time, I'm Tiffany Nyiri. Keep reimagining.